Very pertaining point you have raised about tackling the situation, become a global leader. India might become a global leader in future since it has potential. But I can gather this information is New Delhi Dialogue must have some basic philosophy. And since India is a land of many philosophy, do you have any attachment with this any philosophy you are inspired? The foundation of New Delhi Dialogue is inspired from which philosophy?
See, when we talk about the basic philosophy of New Delhi Dialogue, I would say that we have also philosophy. Like many times people say that India has given the philosophy like non-alignment when Nehru ji was the first Prime Minister of this country, and when this whole world was divided into two military blocs. One was led by USSR through Warsaw Pact, and other was led by USA and European country through NATO. So at that time we have given the philosophy like non-alignment. We have made very much clear to this world that we will not be part of the either military bloc. So people always ask me whether this non-alignment movement which was given during the time of Nehru ji in 1961, is it relevant today? I believe yes, non-alignment movement is not exactly relevant today, but yes, the philosophy of non-alignment is relevant today still, because we have made very much clear even earlier that we won't align ourselves with other country on the basis of particular ideology. When you see that if any country has a different model of governance like China and Russia is having, the US will think that they are our enemy. And if US is following the capitalist model of governance or capitalist model of development, China sees US as an enemy. We don't see US or China as an enemy on the basis of their model of governance, whether they are following socialist model of development or other was following the capitalist model of development. That's why Nehru ji had adopted this mixed economy policy. So here we don't align ourselves on the basis of the model of governance. We don't consider other country that because he is socialist country, so he should be our enemy, or he is a capitalist country, he should be our enemy. So I would like to quote Shiv Shankar Menon. He was a former foreign secretary and former NSA. He said, and he basically interpreted very beautifully regarding this non-alignment policy, that engage with all major power but align with none. We will engage with China on some policy like climate change, like we always talk about reform in World Bank and IMF. You know the kind of colonial mindset they are having still when we talk about the policy of US and European country, that the head of IMF would be always European citizen and the head of World Bank will be always American citizen. So this is the colonial mindset, and we believe that it should be removed. Then there should be great reform in IMF and World Bank. Again, in climate change policy, like the issue of when we talked about Paris Climate Treaty, and when we talk about environmental change, we are again with China, that we believe that this advanced economy who have done greater harm to the climate, so they should give transfer of technology to the developing country. They should give enough fund to the developing country. So there are several issues on which we are with China, but there are several issues on which we are with US and other European country on the issue of democracy, on the issue of human rights, on the issue of freedom of speech and expression. So we will support on the basis of the issue. We will not support on the basis of ideology or particular religion or particular philosophy.